Medical granny pods keep aged relatives close to home. A company in the USA has designed a range of portable, self-contained miniature homes specially designed to suit the needs of aging and frail family members, which can be installed into your double garage or garden. So there will come a time in all of our lives where we need the help and support of our family, but we aren't quite ready to give up our independence just yet. Indeed, moving into a care home isn't inevitable. Many older people can carry on living active and independent lives right to the end, but just need certain things in place to assist with that. In some situations, sending your mum off to a care home seems just plain wrong, overkill. But where's the middle ground? Honestly, if I'm fortunate enough to reach a ripe old age with my lovely wife, I don't want to be living in my kids' spare bedrooms or to be packed off to a home. What are my options? Enter the granny pod. Also known as the Med Cottage, these tiny self-contained homes were designed in Blacksburg, VA with the help of Virginia Tech. The idea is to provide a viable alternative to nursing homes and to keep loved ones both close to home and having a sense of independence. But they also come with a variety of high-tech medical help, making them far more practical and purpose-built than just a caravan or mobile home. The company who builds the Granny Pod describes them as far more than just a dwelling, but as a state-of-the-art hospital room, mobile and modular, with numerous medical applications including remote monitoring. The idea is that there is independence while being close to the people who care, offering a beautiful dwelling place and peace of mind to family. Each Med Cottage or Granny Pod is basically the size of a large master bedroom, averaging around 12 feet by 24, allowing space for a bed, a living area, bathroom, and even a tidy little kitchenette. But what makes them extra special is the medical facilities. They all come fully equipped with the aforementioned remote monitoring, as well as handrails, first aid supplies, lighted floorboards, defibrillators, and my personal favourite addition, soft floors to minimise the dangers of falling. Each Granny Pod also comes with very practical large double doors, which not only make a wonderful open space, but of course allow easy wheelchair access too. The pods come in several different styles to suit more specific needs. The Med Cottage, the Mothership, and the Living Roo. The Living Roo is a pretty impressive piece of small space design, created to fit inside an ordinary double garage, making perfect sense for those who might struggle with planning laws or who don't have a big garden somewhere in the city. This version comes with large screens connected to an outside camera, so they have the effect of having windows without having to do any knocking through. The company claims that the Granny Pods don't contravene any zoning laws in 90% of US states, so of course do check your area before you rush off and click buy it now. According to AARP, these tiny homes are accessory dwelling units, or ADUs. They're all hooked up to the same mains and sewage as the existing dwelling, so you may well find you don't have any big problems getting the right permission to have one installed. But of course, you will need to check with the agencies in your area. It's also possible that zoning laws in your area have strict mandates about the amount of space this kind of ADU can take up. So again, make sure you check, but of course they have been designed to make it easy and unobtrusive. At this point, we should probably take notice that these Granny Pods are not exactly the budget option. Coming in at between $100,000 and $250,000, they're just not going to be an option for your average American. Gap in the market, anybody? However, when you look at the alternatives of longer term healthcare in a home, those numbers might just start to add up. It's worth pointing out that these homes are for older people who are still able to live with some independence, and certainly aren't appropriate for those who need constant care, such as those suffering with dementia or needing help with every daily task. Some people have commented that there is a potential issue here which should be addressed. Before any decisions are made about the granny pod, independence is one thing, but it mustn't come hand in hand with isolation. People need to make sure they're not just parking grandma where they used to park the car. One of the biggest issues for the elderly is loneliness and isolation. So these granny pods are really meant for families who want to stay closer together, not further apart. Living near an empty house where the children or grandchildren are likely to be gone all day provides no opportunities to socialise or be physically or intellectually stimulated, and that is something which living in a social care environment is very helpful with. So these are genuine considerations. What do you think? Is there a place for these granny pods? Could they be a good thing in the right circumstances, or are they too likely to be abused? Let us know your thoughts in the comments and share this interesting new tiny home with your friends and family.